Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So I wanted to just quickly share one last thing that I feel every agent needs to do before we go back to New York. And this is something that kind of stemmed from a conversation that is brewing on Twitter. So I made a video yesterday talking about the level 40 exotics and what they're going to look like at launch based on what the developer said. And they mentioned that you're not going to be able to upgrade your exotics at launch of year 2. I disagreed with it. Some people in the community say it's fine, but that's a conversation for something else. But today, I wanted to just encourage you all that if you have not gotten all your blueprints, you need to work on getting them all 100% complete before you make your way to NYC. Now, the thing about this is, one of the really important things that, that happens once you get to NYC is a lot of your blueprints, other than your exotics, will be scaling up with you as you're going from level 30 all the way through level 40. So say all these items here that are gear score 500, in terms of the blueprints that I've actually accumulated for gear and even some of the blueprints that I've accumulated for weapons, they will all scale with me, including the named weapons the blueprints from the named weapons that you get, if you understand what I mean. So for those of you who may be, in a sense wondering, there are so many of these things. And another thing that you can also do if you're not really sure is you can go back and craft the blueprints that you don't see, being highlighted in your game. For some of us that, like me, I haven't crafted most of them because I'm not necessarily using them, but there are some of them that I feel like are going to be very useful, especially for those who have not taken the time to get them. And so if you wanted to know, okay, what exotics, I'm gonna be talking nonsense. What named, blueprints am I missing? Well, here you can come to your specialization and you can hit the prompt for viewing the field research. In terms of, PC configuration, you just hit G, and usually on the fourth objective, you can get a reward that is a named weapon blueprint. So this is the named weapon blueprint for the firewall specialization if you complete all these objectives from stage 1 through stage 4. If you go to the gunner specialization, there's also a named weapon blueprint. It's called the Sleipner or whatever it is, and you're able to get this as well. This is for named blueprints. If you go to technician also grants you, I think it grants you the send off, which is also a named shotgun. Now I haven't gotten this because I think I'm working on this on a separate character, and then I somehow forgot I started doing on this character, so I'm getting quite closer. If you also which one gives you motherly love? Where is it technician that gives you motherly love? Oh my gosh. Which specialization gives you motherly love for, am I seeing things? Okay, I'm sorry. The motherly love is stage 2 of technician. I was a little confused thinking, was it not technician? But yes, even technician phase 2 gives you the motherly love gloves, which are actually also very good gloves that have the perfectly opportunistic talent. And so go around looking for your mods, looking to see if you have all the really good stuff. Some mods that I would really recommend you getting if you have not maybe taken the time to get it is your EXPS Hollow Sight mod, which is 8% damage to elites. There's also a weird low reflex sight that also gives 10% damage to elites, but I think it works with specific, optics slots for specific weapons. I can't remember the weapons that it works for, but it is a very good mod. And, I don't know how they're all going to translate when we get into the next game, but whatever perks they come with, it will be nice to have them while you're there already in New York. Some other really cool, I would say, blueprints that you need to get, even if you don't have the Eagle Bearer and you're able to find a team to do the raid with you, I'd encourage you to go for the Aces, which is in my opinion, one of the highest DPS gear sets in the entire game, hands down. It's the best marksman rifle gear sets that you can build, and usually you're able to build this with what I call guaranteed items. So you can get the chest piece blueprint for Aces. You can get the mask blueprints while you're farming the raids. I think you can get the backpack. Let's make sure. You can get the backpack, which is a Zebra low profile backpack. You can get the gloves blueprint. Let's look for it. Yep. And then you can also get its knee pads and holster blueprint. So the 4-piece will work for you if you're able to get it. You know, I don't know. I think they're going to leave it at 4 pieces when gear sets come out. I'm not certain, but if they're even going to go 6-piece, whatever, it's nice to have all the blueprints. You can just gain materials, and when you level up to level 40, you have enough materials to craft yourself a 40 version of a build that you're probably already running, or a build that might be viable for you to kind of start out the hard content or continue the farming content, farming content with, especially when we have the new, open world difficulty modifiers and even the directives. Some of these blueprints will be very nice to help you to kind of farm, gear up, and then go into that scenario and farm very well. All right, this video should have been shorter than what I even thought. I thought this was gonna be like a 2-minute video, but there's apparently so much that I can show you over here. And so if, like me, you're still missing about 20 different blueprints, then go ahead and farm for them as well. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the exotic blueprints will not be leveling up at launch based on the information we have right now. That information might change, but if it doesn't change, we're gonna have to go into New York and kind of farm for all these. But the good thing too that a lot of people kind of talked to me and kind of pointed out to me is, even when we go to New York, a lot of these things will be able to drop for us because we already have the blueprint. So depending on how well they drop, depending on how efficiently they drop, I guess we'll see when we get there. All right, let me get out of your hair. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for your time and audience. Let me hear what you think in the comment section. If there's something that I missed out, tell me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.